Hello YouTube, this is your girl from Boom, broadcasting live from the Boom Boom Room. I want to talk about the food stamps and Section 8 programs being cut by Donald Trump. Oh, you guys, the hood rat playhouses are being torn down, one Roman noodle at a time. Are you prepared, you out there, are you prepared to welcome in Section 8 or food stamp recipient that may come knocking at your door or calling on your phone or sending you a text asking for a favor in a couple of weeks? Yeah, they may start calling you asking their favorite family member or favorite friend for a favor when they start getting those food stamps cut and those Section 8 vouchers taken back. Yep. Are you, as a Section 8 voucher holder or food stamp card carrier, are you prepared to make that phone call or to make that visit to that good friend or family member that you may have to roommate with, or ask for a little money to get you some food, you and your kids some food? It may be coming down to that pretty soon. Donald Trump, I saw this comment, Donald Trump is about to make some cuts to these federally funded programs. And we've heard about it, and we should not act like we did not see it coming. And for some people, not all, rightfully deserve it. It's right on time because they have been using the system and their family has traditionally used it as something that they have abused. And, you know, some of these people, it has handicapped them and they need this in order to get them in a place of independence and to not be so lousy out here in the community and hide these nothing ass saggy pants dudes out in these Section 8 homes and apartments and get them out there and working and being productive citizens. This is needed in the black community. Now, I know somebody gonna say, well, white people are on Section 8 and on food stamps too. Well, I'm not talking about the white people. I'm talking about the black people because I'm black and the black people are affecting me in my community more than anybody else. And that's the ones that I see pushing these big ass grocery carts, 3 and 4 grocery cars full of snacks and unhealthy food and getting bigger and bigger and lousier and lousier as time progresses. It's time to put the stop on these food stamp carriers and abusers. You know what I mean? And meanwhile, the elderly need some help. And they are being affected too. The Meals on Wheels and Medicaid, they are being affected too. And I think that's wrong because, you know, these people have worked for this country. And when you get old and barely can't help yourself, you need as much help as you can get. Now, these young people who are able-bodied, their assets need to be out here working as much as possible. I can understand you need some help every now and again. But forever and ever, one generation after another, that's wrong. And, you know, the days of pushing 1, 2, 3 big-ass grocery carts through Kroger and Walmart will soon be over. Yeah. And the stealing of food in these stores and breaking in these homes, stealing food is bound to increase. They already been stealing steaks and hamburger meat and chicken and all this stuff in these stores. So it's bound to increase. So we might as well get ready. And many of these big old EBT bodies, they're going to drastically reduce in size. And farming will likely come back once again. And that's a good thing. It should have never went away. But a lot of these niggas, they stopped farming several years ago. And they act like they don't know how to farm. But you're going to have to start doing something or die from starvation. And I know you're not going to do that. A lot of these people, they're going to find some food one way or the other. So, I got a feeling all of this dope smoking, this twerking, taking these half-naked selfies and not working and lying around selling dope like I suspect my neighbor's doing. all of that, it will soon come to an end. Your ass gonna have to get up and do some work. Yeah. Donald Trump finna put the hammer down. Him and his good old boy network, they finna put the hammer down and surprise a whole lot of these niggas. And overall, people of color. That's mainly who it's gonna affect. And man, y'all can think it's a game if you want to. He gonna show you better than he can tell you, right? And a lot of people, like I said, have been riding the system for decades, and gentrification is in full effect. How many people who haven't been working and don't have the drive to work, how many people gonna be able to pay $1,000 or more for one bedroom? How many? And then don't have a job. You know, a lot of people in for a rude awakening. And a lot of these people have been having all these kids, not taking advantage of going back to college for free, and overall you just been setting yourself up for failure. And now the rubber has damn near met the road, and this is what you're about to be faced with. So let's break it down. What this means. The Trump's budget will slash $1.7 trillion in entitlements. That boils down to, and what that means is going to be a cut to food stamps by 25%. There's going to be $800 billion in cuts to Medicaid for the fiscal year 2018. $6 billion in cuts at the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. The plan would squeeze public housing support and end most federally funded community development grants, which provide services such as meal assistance and cleaning up abandoned properties in low-income neighborhoods. HUD's budget would shrink by about 14% to $40.5 billion in the fiscal year 2018. $1.3 billion will be cut from the Public Housing Capital Fund, and an additional $600 million will be cut from the Public Housing Operating Fund. Yeah. So let me know what are you all thinking about this, and how you're going to be prepared in the coming days of this new slashing of the food stamps and Section 8. Let me know what you all think about it. Holla at your girl. Peace.